All right, guys, welcome back to the Gladiator Arena. And there have been a couple big developments, both of them bad for one team or the other. One bad for us, one bad for them. Here's what's bad for us. Um, Ottoman has been putting steady pressure on here and just has superior resources and has right of way with two of these countries. So just some big advantages that he's been leveraging to his credit really well. He took these two countries early on, and that was a really solid strategic move, and then built up this fort here pretty strong. And this fort weathered two attacks. And again, just in hindsight, down here we had an attack, and then I attacked up here. It's kind of staggered, and we need to, I say we, but I as the captain need to do better, or we can reach out to each other and coordinate. I do think what's happening here is that we have people on opposite sleep schedules, which does make things kind of hard. And that's something we could maybe think about moving forward with Alliance Games, is maybe try to get people who are in alternate time zones that are all on the same team, though. It can work as an advantage because somebody's awake all the time, but it can work as a disadvantage because obviously, a couple times I've been screaming, turn your guys around, and they don't. And then they've been screaming at me, turn your guys around, and then I don't because we're asleep. So I think either everyone should be similar time zones and then just really batten down the hatches at nighttime. Don't leave yourself exposed at all when we all go to sleep. Or we could all be different time zones and cover the entire globe in terms of, someone's awake at all times. If we had a way of alerting each other, like possibly even something like just, texting each other, direct texting, I mean, we'd have to become closer as friends and as community to trust each other with phone numbers or whatnot. But, like I would be okay if somebody woke me up in the middle of the night, if I was about to die, and we'd make it pretty clear. It's like, hey, don't wake somebody up to say, hey, can you sell me some oil or something like that? But I mean, I'm telling you, if we had people all the way across the globe in all time zones, and we had that kind of maybe not texting with your phones, but maybe something like WhatsApp or something, maybe like some sort of communication app that you don't normally use. The reason I'm saying that is you don't want to set alerts for, for instance, for Discord. And I know you can be selective with your alerts, but it just seems like it'd be harder to do to get those specific alerts to wake you up. So anyway, lost two more territories, and I am crumbling in the middle. Let me show you what's happening concurrently down here. Is some really good play down here by Carried has led to him taking the capital down here in Morocco yet again. Great play. And it's looking like he may actually be able to kind of steamroll over this. You can see there's nothing behind this stack over here, probably nothing down here. And that means he's going to get these double oils, two double oils. If he can hold that, that's pretty big. The problem is there's really no one here to support him. France would love to support him. Italy would love to support him. But Banaya is in here with a cruiser, and the Ottomans are in here with two cruisers. So those cruisers really make mincemeat of anybody who tries to cross the waters. That's a good defensive play here. Banaya, especially coming down all the way from up here and wrapping around. He's got his boats harassing the coast of France and Spain here, doing a good job of using that naval, that traditional British superiority at sea to his advantage. So, on the surface of things, it almost looks even. I mean, I'm 4 countries down and they're 2 countries down. But don't forget, Russia's also 2 countries down. And so that brings us to a total of 6 countries down to their 2. So it's still to our disadvantage. And then here's where I think it's crucial. And I'm not going to share this with my team. I'm just going to share this when we share all the stacks. I'm not going to share it with my team because it's pretty pessimistic. But here's the thing. As I start to crumble, Germany's just going to roll in. I mean, I don't know why he hasn't already. He actually should have. His reluctance is now getting to be too much. He's just, but at the same time I say that, but it's not going to hurt him to wait. The longer he waits, the stronger he gets. Whereas I'm throwing my strength over here trying to retake stuff, and Spain and Italy have been helping me down here, and France as well. And so we're kind of just, spending a lot of our troops and money and stuff facing off down here, whereas Germany's just growing stronger and stronger up here. There's no question about it. There are a lot of troops up here. So I would have to estimate close to 200. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how many, but I would say it would have to be close to 200 by this point in the game. This is day 17 or 18 here. So yeah, day 17. And, he's been developing troops this whole time. No doubt he's had barracks all over the place, at least 3 or 4, maybe just 2 or 3, who knows. But anyway, the point being, he could steamroll me at any time. I don't know what he thinks I have in here, but I don't have anything. I know this particular province is covered by at least 150 infantry, and by this point, probably several artillery. He could take this anytime he wants. There's no artillery in it. He's got to know there's no artillery in it because I keep on sending artillery to my center. And so I'm not sure what he's waiting for, but I'm kind of glad he is because I get to play a little bit longer. I do have a level 5 fort built there. I'm building a level 2. They spied down this one. No, maybe this is a level 3. They spied down this one before they attacked in. That's what happened. And was kind of hoping to stand firm here a little bit longer to make him bomb out my factory. But I think that it still is a level 1 factory there, even if it got bombed down. He's going to be able to reactivate that. And now he's got a double wheat, double wheat. And then these are, so he's got 4 food for me. And then 1 wood, wood was helpful for me because I had lots of building materials. I've been trading that away to my allies. So anyway, it's not looking great. I'll be honest with you. I held out some hope if we could have taken back these territories, but he was just too firmly ensconced there. And it was too easy for him to be able to send stuff. He's got his industrial territories back here. And these all have factories in them. All 3 of these have factories. And so he can just roll them through at full speed all the way up till here, and then just has to go allied speed through here and then back to full speed here because he's had this territory for a while. So it's just too easy for him to reinforce. I was hoping that would be an early advantage, that I'd be building cannon right next door to stuff and be able to attack in. That was not to be the case. So it's been a great game. It's gone a lot longer than I thought it would because we've really held each other at bay, and it's not over yet either because, as I said, Carried is invading in here, and he may be able to take over enough to become a bit of a superpower himself. And, if that happens and if I can hold here in the center, then we could this could be a game changer down here in Morocco. The problem, again, is just I don't see how. Germany is here, and Germany has not engaged in a single battle yet. Germany is at war with exactly 0 people. Has never been at war with anybody. What's his morale like? Forgot to check. It's got to be pretty high. It won't. 99. Look at that. I mean, he's full might. He's never been at war with anybody. Full popularity. 99 average morale. So he could crush me like right now. Again, not sure why he's not, but it doesn't hurt him not to. So what the hell? Why not? He's playing super conservative. Last thing I have going on up here is these troops are just out of vision of Sweden. So I'm going to wait until right before I go to sleep and attack in here. I don't know where Maverick is from. I don't know what time zone they live in. So unfortunately, I don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and when I go to bed at, say, midnight, attack in, just all into this and see if I can take this. That'd be fun. I know Sweden's moving south and is starting to kind of threaten Russia down here and potentially even maybe be moving into Germany to assist in Central Europe against me. I don't know, but I do know there are 3 cruisers. That's right, folks. Sweden has 3 cruisers in these waters somewhere. That's probably one of them right here. But he did have one way up here, and I was like, dang, and then he moved it down. So I was like, okay, I can move through here. So again, just staying right out of his sight. He can't quite see me. I've measured the sight vision from here to here, and it's less than from here to my guy over here. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to do is as I go down in flames, maybe I can take a territory or even 2 from our friend Sweden. All right, guys, that's about it. Not much more to say. It's been a great game so far. I do think the tide has started to turn. You'll probably see the center start to collapse here within a day or 2. I mean, there's really nothing I can do against 7 cannon here. I don't know if I showed you this. 7 cannon, and then there's an additional, 50 or 60 infantry right there. And so, I think his next step would probably be to capture this so that he unifies his captured territories my homeland territories that he's captured. Once he unifies these, then it may be, he may not even attack over to here. He may attack straight into my capital, which I think would be wise. And that may be their strategy. And if so, it's a pretty good strategy. If Ottoman came in and attacked my capital, I'd have no choice but to pull things off the front here. And that's when Germany should attack. So possibly that's what they're waiting for, some sort of coordinated attack. I just don't know. Like, again, I don't know why there's a cannon hanging back here in Berlin. There's nobody that threatens Berlin. Nobody at all over here. I mean, really. He's playing super conservative, and it's very interesting. Maybe he's holding that back to move it to the front when they make their concerted attack on my capital, because I've got to protect my capital, as we all know. So we'll see what happens. It's an interesting game. It's still interesting. Again, you, the viewer, have seen from all different angles what's going on, so you know better than me if this game is about to be over or not. But I do suspect that that the center is going to collapse here fairly soon. And once Germany and the Ottoman are unified, that's two of their powerhouses. It's going to look pretty bleak for Europe over here. So for Western Europe and Italy. So we'll see what happens. Anything can happen. The Russians are still an active part of this game. But again, we're kind of just playing defense for the most part. One thing Russia did do is he went ahead and attacked into Denmark here and took one of these countries from Denmark. He was just looking for some food, basically. So he got some fish out of that. And, he's already at war, so why not? And he's got cannon to attack as people approach him. Denmark is responding with two sets of 9 coming down to at least occupy the center here. I'm not at war with Denmark, so I'm continuing to traverse. In fact, I've got shared map with him. But anyway, that's about it, guys. Thanks for checking in. I'll see y'all next time. Adios, amigos.